Imagine a trail 500 miles long that connects wildlife refuges to world-class cities, has spectacular views, and passes through national treasures. That trail is the San Francisco Bay Trail.
No matter where I'm living in the Bay Area, there's always a cool section of the Bay Trail to go jump on.
Many of us have used parts of it at one time or another without even knowing it. We use it to get to work, for recreation, or just to relax. It's also a great way to access the bay.
All of a sudden, it's the birds, it's you, it's maybe a seal popping up.
But few of us know about the trail as a whole.
Oh, it's really wonderful to think that someday we're going to have a trail that completely circumnavigates this beautiful bay of ours, connecting all of us and all of our communities together. From my point of view, that's a great idea.
In the early 1960s, much of the bay's shoreline was being filled in and developed, and fewer than 6 miles of it were open to the public. But as a new attitude for the bay began to emerge, the vision of a trail around the bay took shape.
The full dream is 500 miles around the bay along the edge of the shoreline, passing through 47 cities and 9 counties. So it's a very ambitious project.
Laura Thompson is project manager for the Bay Trail. For her and many others, this dream is becoming a reality, as over 300 miles of the trail have already been completed, with more on the way.
Well, the reward for me is to see people using the trail, people out with their families and just enjoying the beauty of the Bay Area.
Part of the beauty of the Bay Area is its wildlife. From feathers to flippers, the bay is bursting with life. And the Bay Trail allows all of us to witness it in our own and very intimate ways. The original concept for a trail around the bay was formulated near this very spot along the Hayward shoreline more than 20 years ago. A local state senator, now California's treasurer, Bill Lockyer, proposed a bold idea.
The basic idea, as you know, was for the Bay Area and the other growth regions in the state, everyone looks outward. The growth is out, more and more suburbs and so on. And our thought was, let's change the consciousness, have them look inward, realize the value of the bay, the value of this shoreline and all of the extraordinary ecological assets that we've got right at our doorstep, but let people use it. Classrooms and people that want to jog and walk their dog or whatever, let a picnic, let people get back to the shoreline and rediscover that a rich experience in our life.
So Bill Lockyer authored Senate Bill 100. It passed overwhelmingly and empowered the Association of Bay Area Governments to plan the Bay Trail. 2 years later, in 1989, the planning was complete and the trail was born.
We needed a sort of grand design that would capture people's imagination, that would motivate them to work on it for years and years to see that the whole thing eventually may get completed.
And that's exactly what's happened. Year after year, more and more people have gained access to the beauty of the bay, as local communities have added their portions of the trail. This and many other East Bay sections of the Bay Trail are managed by the East Bay Regional Park District. In Hayward, the trail passes through about 1,800 acres of diverse habitats, cared for by the Hayward Area Shoreline Planning Association, its cooperating agencies, and countless volunteers. People by the thousands frequent this Bayside sanctuary, including a famous neighbor.
Well, I have a 5-year-old son, Diego Lockyer, and his mom and I come down here regularly to let him run around and look in the ponds and just be outdoors.
So what's way out there? San Francisco Bay is way out there.
Treasurer Lockyer's son isn't the only kid who gets to be outdoors here. These Hayward first graders and many other children come every year to learn about nature and the importance of respecting and protecting it.
And we also want to show respect to the animals and plants here.
And fathers and their children enjoy an annual campout along the shore. All superb programs run by the Hayward Shoreline Interpretive Center, itself an important institution since 1986.
He's moving.
Since its inception, the Bay Trail has continued to lengthen piece by piece. It's grown from a grand notion into a substantial and nurturing reality for people of all ages, all abilities, all cultures, and every walk of life. After many decades of public service and many other significant political accomplishments, Bill Lockyer still maintains a special affection for the San Francisco Bay Trail.
This is the one I'm most proud of, that I feel the sort of lasting consequence of some labor in Sacramento. And of course, it's a partnership in the sense that I just was the guy with the idea and then a little bit of state money to try to prime the pump. It's mostly local people that have made it work.
He may be modest about his role, but there's nothing modest about the legacy he and many others have left us. It's a legacy that inspires us to finish the job and achieve the full promise of the Bay Trail, to connect us to each other and to nature for generations to come.